Let's go back to David and Prue Bondfield. They're stalwarts of the industry. They've been involved around this expo since it began. David, biggest milestone since the event began, do you think?
For us personally, I guess we look back and apparently we're the most successful exhibitor in the beef show ring.
Apparently, or?
We are.
Don't be humble.
At the time we showed, we won 6 individual Supreme Championship awards, which are quite amazing to win one, but we ended up winning 6. So with it as an achievement or a milestone, that was great for our business and ourselves personally.
Everyone must be so happy you're not showing cattle anymore.
So we've been told.
David, the industry has changed a lot in 36 years. Does beef reflect those changes adequately, do you think?
Absolutely, absolutely. It started here as an expo affair, and it was small. It was mainly about around showing cattle, and then so many changes over the years. The international theme, the ag tech and innovation, smart people. It's just beef is the centre of it, but it's so much bigger than that, and that's the beauty of it.
Well, speaking of the internationals, last beef, I should say, we couldn't have any internationals, Prue. You must be thrilled they're back.
Yeah, so I'm part of the international committee, and we have a handshakes program which has been highly successful until last beef, obviously, when nobody could come into the country. But this year it's just taken off. We've got over 500 registered delegates who want to be part of that international committee sort of well-organised handshakes program. So we're really thrilled. We've had our first visitors through the door this morning, a couple of Americans, and they were a little lost, so we sort of sent them to collect their tickets, and everything's fine. But really looking forward to an international.
What do they think of the setup?
Well, I think they're sort of overwhelmed. Really, you know, agribition, I know in Canada is kind of one of those big agricultural events, but nothing like this for beef in the world. And so that's what's so exciting for them to come and talk just to beef people.
One of the other things, though, also I heard is there's Canadians on site and they're looking to poach some ideas to take back to their big ag event. Is that right?
You can't trust those agribition people. But, you know, they've shown us really great hospitality in the past when we've been over there, and, you know, it's really nice to sort of do that here in Rockhampton. Yeah, it's great.
There will be a lot of people here experiencing their first ever beef. I want to hear your hot tips for rookies. How do they survive this monumental week?
Well, you've got to be here for the long haul. So Rockhampton in autumn winter is like summer everywhere else in the world. So constitution, bottle of water, good walking shoes, and be prepared to see as much as you can see and be wowed by so many things. And yeah, I don't know, just prep and just experience what's there ahead of you, in front of you.
There's a lot of hospitality, so be very careful going really too hard.
Are you a bit of a hydrolyte every morning sort of person, or?
Absolutely. Well, you look at your daily calendar and you sort of think, yes, I'll just stay an hour at that one, and then you end up sort of staying 4 or 5. But it's terribly social, and it's so good because you grab that vibe of the industry, what's happening. You know, every 3 years there's a different feel or a different influence, and I think this year again it's agri-tech and carbon and, you know, biodiversity, and so we're all talking industry talk, you know, for this whole week, plus doing a lot of business. So it's really great.
While we've got you, aside from the wins, which obviously are a massive highlight you'll take with you always, what are some of the other fondest memories?
Well, yeah.
we were married the year before Beef '88, so for us it's.
So you're not one of the beef romance stories. You'd already come in and done it.
No, not quite.
Prue was a city girl.
Wasn't a lot of romance.
We met at a local B&S, and so our family's been through the whole evolution, and the wonderful thing this year is we've got a little 7-month-old grandson coming here for the first time. So the next generation is now on board. So it's sort of almost like our family history coming to beef.
Very much. Yeah. And I know that we used to park, you know, semis beside each other and always have prawn parties back in the early days in the middle of the grounds here. So that's how far we've come since those days. It really was just about families coming and showing and being together, and now it's sort of open to the whole world. It's an amazing transformation in that time. Yeah.
Big couple of days coming up in Centre Ring with our stud cattle coming in tomorrow. I always get asked the question doing the ag show circuit about the commercial benefits and ramifications of being successful in the ring. Can you quantify the success, or is it just a great feeling?
I mean, the show ring has the relevance of letting people from outside the industry see cattle and see different breeds of cattle. It's a way of showcasing your cattle against other people in the breed, and it's probably the only way to show it in a phenotypic way like that. The industry changes, and rightly so, and so for our business it was more about performance and that, but I'm still really involved in from the judging side and enjoy that, and but yeah, there's plenty of relevance, you know, with show cattle and there, but there are conflicting opinions upon that.
David, I'm not sure if you're a betting man, but I don't know if you also had a look at the cattle yet, but who would take out the interbreed this year? The Charolais going to have a good crack?
I mean, it'd be a pretty good bet if you but I haven't seen the cattle this year either. But it's probably
we heard it here first.
Certainly in each way.
They're always in there. Yes.
David and Prue Bondfield, thank you so much for your time, and have a good beef.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Well, could this be Australia's oldest pair of R.M. Williams boots? Terry Goodyear is from R.M. Williams and joins us live. Terry, you've tracked down an